Alright, so it's the 25th of June, and I've been waiting for this moment because now we are about 3 months from the overall market bottom. And in TradingView, I can only go as low as 1 month or 3 month scanner. So I figured that I'll wait 3 months and then I can finally check this, because the leader of this cycle is Cecil, which is up now 54R after this market bottom, and it did show signs, but I don't want to be, hindsight biased trader looking at this like it was obvious. So now I'm gonna check my whole watch list to see which names showed some signs that I'm looking for, which is traded above $100 million on the weekly and closed above the weekly 10 EMA before the markets did. And how many names were closing above the 10 week in this period and also trading 100 million. Combine that with some sort of a range, a pattern, previous momentum maybe. And so yeah, let's go. So I have a lot of names in my list, but I mean, I don't think that anything here that traded $100 million and closed above the 10 week just failed and stopped trading any volume. So I'm checking for at least $50 million on the weekly, just so that I'm not hindsight biased. So I get 124 names out of all of these, I don't know, maybe 200-300 names. So let's go through them one by one and see. So I know that Cecil closed this week. You can see here on the Nasdaq down here, Nasdaq was under, and here Cecil closed above. So this is the week that I'm looking for. So we go with Tesla. Let's see here, nothing. Palantir closed above, so I'm just gonna write it up. Let's see here. Get my pencil. Palantir, and it traded, 42 billion. PLTR. Alright, so continue. No. Closed under. Carvana. Duolingo. MP. Well, it was quite loose and random, but I'm just gonna mark it for now because this I would have found on my scanner. So MP, okay. Here, okay, Lucid, no. GME did close above. AVAV, 200 million, yeah. WGS. Katos. Oh, and yeah, Cecil. Wow. HL. EQX. So I'm gonna take a look at, you know, previous momentum and pattern later. I just want to see which names would I have found on my scanner at the market bottom here, you know, before the whole market showed bullishness. Which names would have showed up, and then I could, here we go, AO, but no, look at the dollar volume. So I'll add it, but I'll make a note that it's a lower dollar volume. But man, it broke out of a nice range. Yeah, I'm adding it, and I'll note that it's lower volume, but I mean momentum and pattern makes it look really good. But again, it's hindsight, but I'm just gonna note it and say lower dollar volume. FSM. AGX. Hertz. HTZ. CRK. Wow. Crazy. DFDV. Root. Geo. GRPN. PPTA. TMC, yeah. Wow, 290. Oh, what's this? Ah, 30 million. This is the craziest one. I know I was looking at it, but I was like, ah, it's a biotech, I don't want to bother. 10,000%. What the fuck? Absolutely no news, no nothing. I mean, this is just weird, I don't know. But it was there, right? No, okay, $4 million. I mean, there's no way in hell you would have found this. I mean, I did look at it, but it's such low volume that the odds of this happening again is so low. EOS. pH, no, low volume. Now it's getting up there, but I don't know. Low volume, now it's trading higher, but here it did not. The volume is, I mean, I could perhaps have found it, and it looks decent. So I'll add it as perhaps I would have found it LB. Million, would not have found it. MVST, perhaps. I mean, it closed already here on high volume. So yeah, I probably would have found this one. Or actually, I did see this, but MVST. KRMN. How many names? Okay, good. Almost done. It's under. Well, it was above. The volume was not really there. But I'll write it up as a maybe. I would have looked at it just because it was an uptrend, strong and never closed under. It's a bit slower. Orla. EH. Okay, we went the whole lap, and I did find more names that I thought, but can we do this? Let's see, that would be nice. Replay to here. Does that work? It does work. Okay, nice. And I want to hide all the drawings. Okay. So this is now Cecil this week closed over. Yes, $120 million. Okay, so I'll go through the list one by now. Obviously, in hindsight, I kind of know what these names did, but I want to try to imagine that I'm looking at these names at this moment when I'm feeling really bearish or not good at all because the market is dumping, and there are a few names that are showing strength. So yeah, let's go through them. PLTR. This one, I probably would have said that it's too wide. It's really no pattern. You could just... No. Do not really see it. In Palantir, I'll write a minus. I would not have bought this here. Like on this trigger above here. I would not have bought that. Carvana. It's a maybe, but it's not perfect. This sort of looks like a Head and Shoulders. And it's a bit wide here, so I would not have thought of buying this one here. I go a minus. Dual. Same here. I don't really see anything. It looks like a Head and Shoulders. Although you could say it's a fail Head and Shoulders and it's coming back, but I want to see sort of a range. For me, this is quite random, so I'll go a minus on this one. MP. Yeah, same here. There's no way in hell I would have looked at this and been like, oh, this is a buy here. So minus on MP. GME. Since we were in a market decline, and you could sort of, if you draw like a trend line from here to here and it comes here, but it's not tight enough. And also GME and other of these meme plays, they go at the end of a bull cycle, not at the beginning of a dip, and I don't see anything here, so no, I would not have bought this one. AVAV. No, nothing for me. I remember looking at this one because I know I saw this one the first time here, and I watched it go to 100 from $3. But I didn't really like the weak high, and then crashing down with this resistance after this run. So I thought that it wasn't good. I remember thinking that, so didn't act. KTOS. Same here. It's wide. There's nothing here. Cecil. Now, again, hindsight bias, but it is a nice looking flag, like a long flag. $5,000%. On the monthly it makes a lot more sense, although it's still wide. This is the only one so far. You could, again, hindsight, you could have drawn a trend line from here to here, and you kind of see the bull flag here. So it's again, hindsight bias. I know this is the leader now, but it looks good. So I'm just gonna write a plus because it looks good. This is something I could have tried to attack. HL. No. EQX. Same here, nothing. Ava, the one that I would not have found if I looked at the dollar volume. And again, at this week there really was nothing. I know that this one set up a few weeks later, but at this point there was nothing. But I do like the it's a bit too fast, but that's you know, the earnings cause a sharp what do you say, comeback. But at this point, no, I would not have thought, oh, this is a setup, and also it's too low dollar volume, so I'll write a minus for now. No. Again, you either want to buy it above 8 or 9, or yeah, and also this trend line also matches with this one, but then it's a bit too wide, so it's not really there. Although it's coming out of somewhat of a base, but it's no leader, it's no previous leader, so no. AGX, same here, nothing. It has momentum, but unlike Cecil, this one is also creating this sort of a head and shoulders pattern. There's no true range. If this one tightened up, you know, here somewhere, and let's say this one was closing strong at this point here, tightening up when the market was weak, then yeah, perhaps with this previous momentum. Kind of looks like in INDO, yeah. Okay, but this one, no. HCZ. At this point, there's nothing that I would have looked at. CRK. Perhaps. It would be better if this flag base was above this 22 area. It's a bit of a random name. What about the volume? 100 million. So yeah, it's no previous leader. It has the pattern, like a big bottoming cup and handle. So a maybe. I don't know what's let's see, CRK maybe. Minus and plus. DFDV, crypto name. Yeah, at this point there was nothing, just random momentum, so I say minus. Root. I remember I did take a few or 1 or 2 cuts on this one, but not at this point. There's nothing here, it's just random. So at this point I would have said no. Geo, I think I actually bought this one. Yeah, I think I did. But it's some sort of a medicine name. But it looks a bit, it's not tight enough, but it was good enough. I think I took it somewhere here, I'm not sure, but I think I would have said maybe on this one. So plus and minus, GRPN. This one is hard. Forever falling. Is there a change? The volume is not that good. No. I mean, even if this one tightened up, again, same with the last name. If this one had tightened up, but the tightness was breaking out of the tightness at the bottom here, then that would have been interesting. As of now, I don't see anything. So I say minus on this one. PPTA. Nothing. Yeah, at this point this one would have showed up on my scanner, but there's nothing here for me to buy. So at this point there's nothing here. Same EOS, nothing here. I think this one is a maybe, although the range, you could see the range here. See it? Here. So this one is perhaps a maybe. Yeah, it's a maybe, plus minus. MVST. Yeah, this one looks good. But I think it's a medicine name or something. No news. But this one is definitely, I mean, it has the pattern. Big momentum, flag, tight, even close the week prior with nice volume. Oh, so yeah, that's right. I would not have found it on this week, 33 million, but on this week I would have seen it. So it might have showed up on my list. So it's a maybe. Plus, minus, KRMN. Yeah, no. I would not have done anything with that. Same here, nothing, minus. Alright, so we have Cecil. And CRK maybe. Okay. CRK plus minus. So there's 1, 2, Geo. Plus minus. LB plus minus. MVST plus minus. All right, so out of, let's see. So from my watch list with this criteria, I find 124 names, and backtracking them to the bottoming area of the Nasdaq in April, I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 27 names, and when looking closer at those 27 names, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names, which in hindsight I say that 4 of them were a maybe buy and 1 of them was a buy. And if we look at them again, like I said, Cecil, Alright, so let's go to here. Actually, no. So how do we do this? We do it like this. We remove the replay. We know what happened. But if I acted on CRK... Yeah, I'm gonna write my entry and see what happened. Which I already did here. Same with Cecil maybe. Or if I removed it. No, okay, it's here. Okay, so remove this. Yes. Let's say I tried taking all of these. Here's the range. Here's the trigger. And it actually went on the first try. So this is a take, and CRK. What if I bought this one here? It took a few weeks actually. It took one stop out here, -1R, and then 90, 50. Okay, so here. The other one would have been here. Well, that's a nice position. Okay, so okay, write an X and then okay, so -1R and Geo Yeah, I can already see that I did buy this one here. And I took one loss, and then you got a trigger here, but in the sense of the pattern, it didn't make sense. But let's say I took this one as well, so that's minus 2R. 1, I think, nah, it isn't 1, 2 perhaps, and then, oh, okay, so minus 2 LB. Here, okay, so say I took this one here, right there. Got stopped out later, never triggered again, and then it triggered here, but then it didn't make any sense, and then it was just wide and loose. Okay, so maybe minus 1R. MVST. Tighter, man, that's good. Where are we here? Okay, so the first entry would have been, wow, looks so good on the 2 days. You might have as well have bought that one, but I'm not gonna play hindsight bias. I'm just gonna take the same entry as I would of the other ones, which is a 13%, which is quite bad. But then you got a maybe add here, which was better if you went in heavier. So, but it would have worked on the first try. So I mean, even that entry is up 6R. But the better play on this one would have been the 2 day, because it was so nice, so tight. But yeah, let's just say that I took it. Okay, so from 300 names into 124 names into 5 names, which of the 5 names I would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts. 5 cuts, and if I stayed in the positions, this one is up 55R. CRK is up. So CRK was 1 cut, and then it's up 30R. Geo only took 2 cuts on this one. And same, this one was 1 cut. MVST. Like I said, hindsight bias, but the pattern was nice, the tightness was nice, it was really strong. Again, I think it's some sort of a I don't know, I think it's a medicine name, but I don't know. It looked good. But now the real setup is perhaps coming. But say I took this on 1 or 2 of these, it's up at least, 20. Let's say 20R is to be okay. So 20. So if I was looking at, what about the volume on the day? Okay, this one I would have seen on the day. Geo would have seen. LB would not have seen. Interesting. And then MVST. So I could almost say that this one I would not have found LB, because the dollar volume is too low on this week. So I'm gonna be super harsh and realistic. let's say I did not find this one either, because I'm looking this week, and let's say I didn't scan the previous week, which is stupid, but let's say I didn't. So let's say I did not see this one. So I would have seen Geo. I took -2R, CRK. I would have seen CRK. Okay. And Cecil I would have seen. Okay. And Cecil, hindsight, made the most sense pattern-wise. So that's 55, 30, and 20. No, 55, 30. So 85R. That's quite insane. Out of 300 plus names on my watch list, into 124 names on the scanner, into 27 names that I actually would have seen. 27 names that I actually would have seen. And then 5 that sort of made sense, but looking closer, you know, if you stick to the 100 million limit, then only 3 of them made sense. And out of those 3, 2 names worked. So 3 cuts with a result of 85R. Wow. Insane. Again, hindsight biased, but it's so cool the first time that I see a quick rebound like this and the effect it can have on the leading names. It's super interesting. Alright, so that's a good thought. 85R minus 3R. 82R on this. What am I up now on my positions? I don't know, maybe 3R, maybe 6R, maybe 9. Let's say 10, 25. 25, 30, 6, 7, 32, 32, 31. Oh, okay, so I'm up 31R, which is also really nice, but compared to being up 82R in the same period is quite insane. Because some of these names haven't really gone yet, so these I probably could have attacked on the next leg up if they go. Here's Team C, which I talked about this week, that I would have found on the scanner, and I did take it here, so I'm happy about that. Man, it's so interesting finally be able to look back on this period. And also, had I followed my new set of rules, I would have been out here in the Nasdaq, and I would have saved myself 3 weeks of losses because I desperately wanted to trade, to use my skills. But I already knew this, but I finally realized that trading is not only about, I mean, obviously I knew this, but trading, the skill is not to press buttons, the skill is to wait. The skill is to just sit and be patient, but still do the work every day, waiting for those opportunities. That's the skill of trading. So I took a big dump on the account in this period. And then I got so scared that when I saw some of these names, like I said, I took Geo here, but I saw Cecil and I didn't buy it. I saw it here, but I was so scared because I was down maybe 40% in the account because I got absolutely slaughtered in this period. I had many names gap down against me, and I had a few names that I was up like 10R, and then they gave back 10R and 3 times my stop loss in a day, like just gapping down. So I was like in panic mode, just oh my god, what's going on? But it's so nice to see here now that with my new process, I would have been out here, saved myself of 3 weeks of losses, or 4 weeks, or 5 weeks of losses, and then being fresh to attack these new names that came up on the scanner, taking a few losses, but hopefully nailing the winners like this one, and being up 83R instead of 30 plus, which is really nice. I'm super happy being up in total of 30 plus R in my portfolio right now, but just because I didn't realize here what was going on, I'm still in the red. I think it will change though. We'll see if these names do something crazy next week or in July. It's gonna be fun to see. So a bit of a other video this week. It's also in the middle of the week, so I usually do my scans towards the weekend, but I can quickly say that I could perhaps add it in later, but I can also say that I already know that there are not that many names I'm interested in other than, oh, not INDO, INOD. This one I'm super interested in. Look at the monthly on this one. It's an AI name with a long ass base. Look at this top here from the 2000s, and now 25 years later, it's fine. Look at the volume. It's the first base on the base, man. And so it hasn't even gone, you know, into a parabolic trending. It's just a big monthly base on the base. So this is the first big stair. So this I'm super interested in. Then we have the silver and gold, one of the leaders, but it's not that fast, but it's fast. But maybe if it sets up. Then we have, I think we have some high tide flag here, like this one. Yeah, this one is interesting. Root perhaps is acting a bit weak. Dave I'm interested in, but I hope it gives me another 2 weeks. We'll see. But then again, I'm already fully invested, and I do think that Bitcoin is going to do something crazy in July. And this is my Bitcoin play MicroStrategy. So I don't want to sell it unless, of course, it stops me out. Curie. I bought it initially on the EP here, and then I sold on the first break of the 2-day here, but then I added back here, and now this is my new average. So my hard stop is under here because it closed under the weekly. So this one hasn't gone yet, so I think this one could, you know, need a month or 2 before it actually goes for real, if it's gonna go. But the chart is there. It looks really nice. USAU gold play, like I wrote here, look at HUT 2020. It's just a bigger HUT base. If you look on like the daily here, it's sort of the same here. So I'm expecting this one to, we'll see where we are. We'll see where we are, but it could do something crazy. It could do something crazy. But yeah, TMC, I said I'm already in, and it's entering a good stage 2, which is nice. NAC hasn't really gone into a true stage 2 yet. It's getting there, perhaps. PureCH, again, I bought this initially on the EP. It's been going sideways for 2 months. Almost 2 months. That's crazy. But I did sell it. Let's see. I think I sold it here. Yeah, I did sell it here, because that's my rule to sell under the 20-day. But then I bought it back when it came over this pivot the second time. So I'm just waiting for this one to take off. And this one is not really a position. I bought it on my other account for a small, not even a trigger, I just bought it small size just to keep an eye on it. We'll see where this week closes, hoping it's coming back. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. So good. I love to have recorded the process of finding the new leaders in a market dip. So now for next time I'll be more ready.